Tim Shurr is our headliner, and he is the president of Shurr Success, director of Indie Hypnosis, award-winning speaker, frequent media guest, 2011 Hypnotist of the Year, an expert trainer on leadership, NLP, communication, and productivity. So whenever you're ready to have a breakthrough, or you need a speaker that's very entertaining to come to your next event, you'll talk to Mr. Tim Shurr. Give him a big round of applause as he comes this evening.
All right, good evening. So as I travel around the country and I'm coaching business people from around the world, I find that one thing is always true. Whatever it is that you're looking for to make that next breakthrough is not outside of you. It is not a checklist. It's not a new business model. It is not a new marketing technique. It is whatever's going on inside of you. Ladies and gentlemen, our minds have been hijacked. There are things going on that are keeping you stuck, and the speakers that spoke before were brilliant, tough acts to follow, and they said really good things about creating vision and about doing things that are connecting with your customers to make them feel valued. And that is really important. But the thing that stops you is whatever's going on in here. And what if there was a way to be able to access the things that are keeping you stuck, the self-limiting beliefs, the emotions from the past, the trials and tribulations that we all experience as human beings as we're traveling down this road of life? What if you were able to access that and shift it to the core so that it just was not bothering you anymore? So it wasn't creating pressure and tension in your business life, so that you could go through your daily activities, creating, noticing the opportunities around you, feeling calm and at ease, which is not what I typically see when we're business owners. I see people that are plate spinners, that are going over here and going over here and going over here and chasing ambition and feeling like they have to make something else happen all the time. And even when you pull it off, then it's never enough. So you got to do it again. And it causes pressure. It causes tension. It causes overwhelm. And we associate that pain, that neurological pain, to our goals on accident, and we don't even know we're doing it. So we go to achieve a goal, and then suddenly we find ourselves procrastinating. Suddenly we find ourselves being tired. Suddenly we find ourselves wanting to have an alcoholic beverage or a cigarette or go watch TV instead. Now, I know none of you would ever do that, but people out there do it all the time. Then we take that pressure into our relationships. Raise your hand if you think that if it's not going so smoothly in your relationship that would have a negative impact on your business. Raise your hand if you believe that's true. Okay, everybody else is insane. Because that is a fact. It is a fact. So learning how to have that peace, that balance, that calm in your life, how to bring that into your relationship. I want to get started on relationships, but that's a whole other can. That's a whole other talk. Okay? But this is a way of, if I had just a few minutes, and I do, to share a couple of insights that would help you to start to make some serious breakthroughs. Because ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking to not just build a career but build a life, you've got to see the opportunities that are around you all the time. The opportunities that are in this room that are much more meaningful and not as superficial as what typically happens, where you are authentically connecting with people, getting to know what's going on, making that person feel like they are a star when they're in your presence. That causes business. Are you the cause in your life, or are you the effect? So I gave you 4 tips. Number 1, pay more attention to what you want. The number 1 self-sabotage that there is on the planet is we focus on what we don't want. We focus on what we're afraid of. And that little reticular activating system, let's call it the GPS in your brain. If you focus on what you don't want, your brain will help you find it over and over. So if you're afraid of not finding business, or you're afraid that your spouse is going to be frustrated with you again, or you get caught up in the pressure of not feeling like you're proving yourself, then we need to shift your focus. So begin to focus on what you want. And beautiful question, I don't know where you were with our last speaker, but brilliant question, okay, about what is your dream? That causes you to go into vision so that you're focusing on what's possible instead of what is. Intelligence is understanding what is. Genius is understanding what could be. And if you focus on that, you will start to move towards it. The second one is use pain and pleasure correctly. You will not believe how many times people associate pain to the goal and pleasure to doing anything but. So, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 50 pounds. But I love to eat and I hate exercise. Well, good luck. I can't stop procrastinating. I'm tired. I can't focus. That's because you've associated pain to the goal. So that one gentleman in the example, he associated pain to having intimate relationships with people, which is why he had difficulty sending them a thank you card. Now, no business model is going to shift that inside of him. He has to change his intimacy issues. Somewhere along the line, he associated pain with getting too close to people. And that affects business people all over the world. We have these superficial chats, but we're not really connecting with people. The ones that are super wealthy and happy, they know how to connect. They know how to connect for real. And it's learnable. 3, focus outward. Are you making it about you and what you need and what's going on inside of you, or are you making it fully about others? Now, we hear that all the time. Servant leadership. Focus on other people. Their favorite subject is themselves. Your favorite name is your own. We've heard these things. Givers gain, right? People get that intellectually, but they do not get it emotionally. So what we have to do is we have to cause something inside of us that says, you know what? It's time to play to win. Most people play not to lose. You might be playing not to lose, and you have to shift that. Because when you feel calm and secure inside and you know that you're okay, it allows you to take pressure off and fully make it about other people for real. It allows you to put yourself aside because you know you're good. Or if you're at faith like Chris and me, then you know God's going to take care of you. You put the plan out there, He'll give you the steps, you look for the opportunity, you capitalize on that opportunity in a way that causes you to shine and others to shine with you. The best leaders in the world know how to shine and then step back and help others shine. But when you are coming from a place of fear and scarcity or lack, when you go, I'm going to make $1 million this year, the thought goes out, but what really creates your experience are the feelings that you have. This law of attraction stuff is nonsense. It's not that positive thinking creates anything. Your positive thoughts generate the feelings. The feelings that you have is what cause you to take action, and it's the actions that you take that cause you to create your life by design instead of just keeping your fingers crossed. Here's my goals. I'm over here. What would sabotage us? There are certain things that sabotage us all the time. Virginia Satir, a brilliant marriage and family therapist, brilliant. She said there's 5 ways that we communicate, and only one of them is healthy. The rest are dysfunctional. But we're really good at the dysfunctional ones because that's typically what we pick up growing up. So, play a game with me real quick. Everybody stand up. This is the first communication style, okay? This is called the placator. So I want everybody to fold your hands like this. And I want you to repeat after me. I only live for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. No matter what I do, it's never enough. No matter what I do, it's never enough. This is how you get out of that pattern. Put your hand in you like this. And go, poor me. Poor me. This is our victim pattern. This is when we go into our pity parties and feel sorry for ourselves, which shuts down the money faucet. And everything else. No sex drive, no nothing. Okay? Which means no connection. The second one. Everybody point, not at me. And just point somewhere, not at anybody in particular, but go like this. This is the blamer. It's all your fault. It's all you. It's all you. That's the person that's too insecure to take responsibility, so it's easier to just get pissed off. It's just easier to get angry so you don't have to deal with the hurt and the fear that you have, which is a mistake, because if you dealt with that, you wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. The third level is a favorite of type A achievers, and we're going to call that the distractor. So I want you to try and go in 10 different directions all at the same time. It looks like this. Okay, go. Oh, you're all very good at it. That's a distractor. We keep ourselves so busy so we don't have to deal with things that are really going on. That's how you fall into the 80-20 rule. Busy and productive are 2 different worlds, ladies and gentlemen, and you know that. The fourth pattern of communication be the computer, okay? And the computer goes like this. Put your hands to the side like this, okay? I want you to say, just the facts, just the facts. Now go like this. And repeat after me. As I analyze the situation. Yes, because we're very smart, aren't we? We're very competent and very smart. You must know how smart I am because, well, it's obvious I'm a genius, right? Now, you don't have to repeat that, but you get people that go into the competency pattern. So they sit down and they immediately tell you all the stuff they own, all the degrees they have, and how brilliant they are, okay? Some of you are going, okay? That is not the way to connect. It's a way of trying to feel special. Ladies and gentlemen, stop trying to feel special. Just be ordinary. Just be average and create extraordinary situations. The fifth level of communication, which isn't up there, the fifth level of communication is called the leveler. It's the leveler. And this is where we're going to stay. We're going to finish with our talk right here. Hands out. This is who I am. I am enough. Thank you very much.